do you think Fig Newton could move inside? That's the guy because I like Dax Hill outside. I know he can move inside, but I was really impressed with him outside.
I think he could, and I think that'll be part of the conversations they have. I mean, and obviously maybe they still get somebody in the draft. I thought maybe they go after a veteran. Either way, and it does kind of mention that Mike Hilton surprised me that he's still out there. I mean, at the end of the day, what if his market just dries up and he says, I'll come back for 1 year, 3. I don't think I turn Mike Hilton down for $3 to $5 million or whatever for a year, and then he can hit the market again if he'd like. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think he could. To answer your question, but I also think Dax would do really well in that role because I liked him coming out of Michigan, and he pretty much did that role. But he looked good at outside corner. So, and you can never have enough outside corners because you're going to need them. So if he's knowing that you're probably going to need him an outside corner, I understand why you'd keep him. And then CTB, is he all the way back and locked in this year? Is how healthy is DJ Turner? The health of these guys might determine it too.
Yep.
Between Dax and DJ Turner, both coming off of injuries last season.
And Paul Painter's got it. The reason I got so many views, it's the ultimate effect.
It's got to be it, right?
No, it's not me. It's you.
Couldn't be free agency or anything.
No, that has nothing to do with that. We're hoping the Bengals do something. Let's see here. Chris, we got a deal with Mulgeta. Have y'all talked about that? I talked about it yesterday a little bit. I'm happy. We talked about it earlier with Osai. Yes, we did. And we're happy that we got Osai back. And I think the Bengals gave in. Because I think the Bengals, like you mentioned it, Dale, the Bengals wanted more than 1 year. Mulgeta is like, nope, 1 year because he's going to ball out this year and he's going to get the market and still be 25.
Yeah, Mulgeta was probably still haggling every dime and everything that he wanted.
No, that's the problem. They both want to win the contract.
It's still a little bit of like, how much can you do business with this guy when it comes to a top market guy? Right. We don't know that yet, but. Having said that, I'm still happy that we got some deal with this guy because we can't say they've never got a deal with that. Well, we have. It just,
you got to
1 year, but
because he's going to keep getting the top guys because he's getting them money. You've got to be able to work out something with him. So I'm glad they got that done. And we got our boy Samaje back.
Hey, you didn't even say Samaje. Jeff was Chop was excited yesterday, so we get a couple more years of Jeff saying Samaje.
I said it right.
Chop, suck it, buddy.
But
that's a good signing. He was the guy we talked about. I would like him, Khalil Herbert, and right now Travion's not under contract. Zach Moss, maybe he never plays football again. With that, the Bengals don't sound like they know what's going on with the Knicks, so it doesn't keep you from drafting another running back in your room. But you got Samaje, who you got familiarity with. There was like no guaranteed money on the contract, I think, when it came out today. So 2 years, and maybe he's here both years, whatever. Somebody else comes on. But you can never have enough running backs either. Yeah. And he's a special teams guy, right? He's the one who usually lines them up and does all that stuff. So I'm glad he's back. I think that's a good, solid deal.
I'm glad, and I'm first time I see him, he's going to walk out with a hoodie on. I'm like, come here, I'm going to shake your hand since Patrick Mahomes wouldn't. You see that where he shook everybody's hand?
Yeah, dude, that was weird. Now I hope he's out for blood. See, I hope he's out for blood. He just wants to kill those guys in the playoffs next year.
But with Zach Moss, they might be waiting just like with Pratt. They don't want to get rid of him until they actually know who they got.
Yeah, it could be the draft through the draft and see. Maybe it doesn't.
Scataboo! Give me Scataboo!
There you go. Let me ask about Allen from the Commanders. Yeah, he went to the Vikings this morning for 3 years, $60 million. Some people were like, "Can we get him on maybe a cheapish 1 year deal?"
Yeah.
No. Nope. Vikings went on a spending spree this morning and last night. Yeah. They signed their own corner last night, Byron Murphy, who was my favorite corner if you were going to make a splash at that position. And then they got Fries, they got Allen, and then they doubled down with D-tackle pass rushers and got Javon Hargrave as well. So.
Chris said, good. This guard bidding war is real, or Katie's just telling us what we want to hear. Well, the guards are getting paid. I will tell you
some of them, right?
Yeah, the guys we want are probably going to get paid. Well, Zeitler's a cheaper one, but Tevin Jenkins is probably going to get paid. And like I said, I'm okay with that. You got to pay for guys. Especially, let's just put it this way: if the Bengals, for some reason, figure out how to draft offensive linemen again, they're going to have to pay these guys to keep them. So, Rob wants to know what handshake. So, was it a Super Bowl? Was that the video?
Yeah. They were losing the Super Bowl, and he was going down the sideline.
Shaking everybody's hand. And Samaje stood up, and he went right by him and went right to Kelsey.
Like, how did it? Like, he was ready, and he just did not. Shook every other skilled player's hand on that sideline but Samaje. It was weird. It was just weird.
It was weird.